Ilhan Omar should be sent out of our country. She should not be allowed to be. She married her brother either to stay or to get him into the country. And yesterday she, I guess, made up a story. She said the police attacked her son. They stopped the car and the police said, "We never attacked him, we never stopped him, it was a made-up story." She's a con person, she's full of con. She says, zero, she said, you gotta get her the hell out of our country. The problem is the Democrats will shut down the government because they are totally beholden, I don't love that word, but they're beholden. They're beholden to the insurance companies, so I don't know what they can do about it, but they'll probably close down the government. It's so simple. The money should go to the people. The people should then take all of this money and buy the best health care. There'll be a lot of money left over. But they'll not be happy. But that's okay with me because you, the hardworking citizens, and finally you're going to have great health care at the right price, so you're going to have it. Although today I did suggest one thing, because when I was watching these big drug companies get up and talk about things that were giving free medicine, I mean, they couldn't have been nicer, they couldn't have been better. And they were giving us a hard time a while ago, but it worked out good. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call these insurance companies fat cats. They are our fat cats. I'm going to call the insurance companies and I'm going to set up a meeting with them, all of them, and maybe I'll have the same luck that we have with the health companies, with the pharmaceuticals and the drug companies that we have. So rather than just saying we're not going to deal, maybe they'll give us a deal and cut the price by 50% and maybe then it's sustenance and so that we will get. And I'll either meet in Florida, I'm going to Florida, I'll either meet in Florida because I work all the time, so I'll either meet in Florida or I'll meet in Washington the first week right after we all come back to go into our wonderful jobs. And I'll sit down with, it's like 12, 13 people. It's basically these big monster companies. 13, 14 if I want to be generous. Get 14 people in a room and let's see what happens. Maybe they'll surprise us, but maybe we'll ask them for a 50% cut. And maybe they'll do it. You never know. You saw what happened with the drug companies. They're giving free drugs. I mean, they've been unbelievable. But they do love our country. And I probably think the insurance company guys love our country. They just thought they were dealing with stupid people, so you can't really blame them. Over the past 11 months, we have brought more positive change to Washington than any administration in the history of our country. That's true. And there's never been anything like it. When I took office last January, I inherited a mess, and very simply, I'm fixing it. Joe Biden gave us the worst inflation in the history of our country. A lot of people say, the fake news says, it's not the worst in history. It's the worst in 48 years. Oh, okay. No, they do. They say 48 years is okay. But when I say history, they go crazy. That's when I let them win. I say, I'm sorry, I apologize. I like that hat, 47. It's nice, actually. Beautiful, nice thread, gold thread. I watched that myself. I want gold thread, not mustard colored, Now, they give you, a lot of times they sell you mustard color. It costs them a lot less. We don't accept those hats. When you have a mustard colored thread, don't accept it. But it caused the prices to be higher than ever before, making it really life unaffordable for millions and millions of Americans. Our border was open, and our country was being invaded by an army of 25 million people. Many came from prisons and jails, mental institutions, and insane asylums. You know the difference between a prison and a jail? A prison's more severe. You know the difference between a mental institution and an insane asylum? An insane asylum is more severe. They came from both. They were drug dealers, gang members, and over 13,000 murders, more than 50% of whom killed more than one person. Thinking that they killed more than one. A lot of them said, oh, I didn't mean, but you know, when you kill more than one, get them the hell out of our country. How about that incident with that horrible monster that killed the young, beautiful girl from Ukraine, that animal? And to think we're having trials for years, and you get some nice little lawyer, and you say, oh, well, he had a bad day. Yeah, he had a bad day. He slit his throat. We had men playing in women's sports, transgender for everybody, crime at record levels, the worst trade deals ever made. And our country was laughed at from all over the world, but they're not laughing anymore. 1 year ago, our country was dead. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world because we finally have a president who puts America first. The last administration and their allies in Congress looted our treasury for trillions of dollars, driving up prices on everything at unprecedented levels. How about the new thing in Minnesota with the Somalians? They stole, now it came out, the great U.S. attorney up there, they came out, think of this, $9 billion, and they think that's just the beginning. They stole, think of it. In their country, they live on nothing. They have nothing. They come here and they steal $9 billion. Are we stupid? I mean, how do we allow that to happen? Ilhan Omar should be sent out of our country. She should not be allowed to be. She married her brother either to stay or to get him into the country. And yesterday she, I guess, made up a story. She said the police attacked her son. They stopped the car, and the police said, we didn't attack him, we never stopped. It was a made-up story. She's a con person. She's full of con. She says, zero. She said, you got to get her the hell out of our country. That's she made up the story that the police stopped her son's car and they harassed the hell out of it. It turned out to be a fake story. There was no stoppage of his car. And there was no harassment. But think of that. In Minnesota, this beautiful place, once beautiful, I don't call it beautiful. The governor is a stupid person. And corrupt. He's corrupt and stupid. But he allowed this to go on. He allowed this to go on. Everybody knew what was going on. But what nobody knew is over $9 billion. And the people of Minnesota are not happy. And you know who's running for governor? Mike Lindell. Do we like Mike Lindell? That man suffered. What he did, what he went through because he knew the election was rigged. And he did it, he just did it as a citizen. Mike Lindell, I'll tell you what, every time I introduced him, he got the biggest hand. I hope he does great. He deserves to be great. That man suffered. These people went after him. They went after his company. They did that with me too, but at least I knew what I was getting into. He was just a guy that said, geez, this election was so crooked. It was so rigged. He fought like hell. That guy deserves to be governor of Minnesota. I'll tell you.